This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental, while all reference to locations, historical events, and climatic conditions are real.
Love, I'm worried. I don't like this place. I think they followed me. I feel it's not safe. Please, I'm sending you a very important phone number.
April 14th. This is all that's left.
Love,
An incomprehensible voicemail.
I'm worried.
These 14 seconds are all I have left of her. It's been over a year since we met, and this is the last time I heard her voice. A voice that haunts me, like a ghost. I've listened to this voicemail so many times that I can reconstruct the exact scenario. Date, time, location, phone, and every detail in the background. I don't know what I'm doing here. How I ended up at the bottom of Africa, in the darkest and sweatiest hole of the dark continent. She vanished into thin air, and I simply don't even know where to look for her anymore. I come here every evening, watch the sun set over the lighthouse. The sand of Makuti is warm. The Indian Ocean is brown and menacing. I feel like this abandoned wreck on the beach. A stranded hull going nowhere. A useless chunk of iron that can only rust. What am I doing here? I can't go back home. It would be like abandoning her. But she can't have disappeared. I feel she's still alive. I'm sure of it. I bet everything I have on it.
Kill Me Now. Episode 1. The Bet.
Italy. 9 months earlier.
It all started with a bet. My name is Damiano. I'm 26 years old, and before this story, I was a cook. An impossible life, with impossible hours, surrounded by psychopaths and impossible people. But deep down, it was all I had ever wanted. After all, I've always made important decisions randomly. I usually just go with the flow, letting circumstances take me wherever. I ended up in the kitchen totally by chance. First on weekends during school, and then for a few summer seasons, persuaded by the enthusiasm of my friend Raffo, a true beacon driving force in high school for everything that counts. Since then, the rhythm of my days has essentially remained the same. 10 years spent in the dim light of lowered shutters with a couch lit up by either the PlayStation or Pornhub. Raffo and I usually meet during the Christmas holidays. He studies at the Sorbonne while I ended up here at the Rigoletto after mistakenly enrolling in economics and commerce. What a place. Trattoria Rigoletto. Family run, fixed menu, neighborhood clientele. At first we worked our asses off, but it was like being in a big family. Then, without anyone noticing, one lunchtime, this influencer with 350,000 followers shows up. Posts a couple of photos, and within 3 weeks, we go from 50 to 250 covers per night. Reservations, reviews, interviews, a queue out the door. The word spreads, keeps spreading unstoppably. In 6 months, the Rigoletto exploded and then imploded. I think my problems with food, my aversion, secretly started in those days. In a few months, the Rigoletto became an exclusive venue with a waiting list as long as the line of glasses and dishes to wash up at the end of the shift. The family has now received an offer, a huge sum, and are thinking of selling the building and handing over the business, flushing all the magic of this place and almost 55 years of history down the toilet. We are so besieged by food culture that there's nothing left to eat. I live a life that many can only dream of. Yet, it all feels empty, cold, distant. Here we go again. I started feeling unwell before summer. As soon as I touch something vaguely edible, as soon as I get to the stove, pick up a knife, turn on the burners and start cutting something, I feel awful. Terrible. Hiding it from Raoul was the hardest part. Raoul is my boss, and since the Rigoletto became a place marked in red on the taste map, he completely lost his mind. I go out in the backyard for some fresh air before the shift starts. It's going to be a long day. Here at the Rigoletto, smoking is forbidden even outside. According to Raoul, smoke permeates clothes and ruins the taste of food. Whatever. There are cameras everywhere. I've never cared, never smoked cigarettes. But there are pull-up bars. Raoul's latest idea, a sort of outdoor micro-gym set up in the backyard so the staff can do pull-ups on the bar to relieve tension. I grip the steel with my fingers and pull myself up. On the other side of the wall that separates the backyard from the street, there's a commotion. Someone is shouting something. Rocks. Is someone really throwing rocks at the Rigoletto's windows? What's going on? Animal rights activists, environmentalists? It really seems like an organized protest against us. Why the Rigoletto? As I let go of the bar, a rock hits me on the ear. I can't hear anything from my right ear. It burns all over. What the hell? As I go towards the street, I see a group of people. They're yelling, drunk and furious because they weren't allowed inside. Which is obvious since at the Rigoletto we have a 2-month waiting list. As soon as I open the gate into the street, they overwhelm me and rush into the courtyard. They shout wildly. Many don't even notice me and my bleeding ear. They hear the commotion in the kitchen. A few seconds later, Raoul comes out. He's furious. He punches a guy in the face. Someone shoves me. More people come out of the Rigoletto's back door, 6 or 7 guys, and then there's me, stuck right in the middle. There's great confusion. The guys push and insult us. A knife appears. Everyone's angry. Someone shouts. Others start swinging punches. I try getting back to the kitchen, but I'm crushed between the two groups. They push me from behind until I feel pain in my left hand, then a burning sensation. Now the screams are mine. I see blood everywhere. There are 2 injured girls and another one curled up on her knees. What the hell is going on? The last thing I remember is the face Raoul made while making the knife disappear under his dark apron, and the voice of a girl bent over me saying, "Por Deus, he's dead!" I wake up under a neon light. This isn't the neon of the kitchen at work. I'm in the emergency room, hand bandaged, ear burning. Stefania and Sandro from the Rigoletto are here. They've been sent to check that I'm okay and that I'm not telling the story in the wrong way. Further away, there are some of the guys who threw the rocks. They're injured too. I find a message from my brother. What the hell happened? I'd like to know what the hell happened too. One of the girls who took part in the assault explains. We made a bet. The prices on your menu have gone up so much in the last few months that some of us swore they heard that you've tripled the costs of some dishes. We wanted to get into the Rigoletto and show how the prices had been inflated for no reason. It was just a game, a provocation. They wouldn't let us in. But those people at the restaurant, they're dangerous people. They take everything so seriously. So, I ended up in this fucking place because of a bet between drunk students. The girl bursts into laughter, shows me her bandage. Her name is Tina, and she has an accent I can't identify. I can't place it. It sounds Cuban, maybe African. When you get better, could you cook us a nice dinner, maybe at our place? We can pay. We have the money. Forget it. Not even for $1 million. I'm done with cooking. And it was true. I was done for real. A chapter had been closed. But I still don't know that a new one was about to open. The most absurd and overwhelming chapter of my life.
Kill Me Now is a podcast produced by O Suono Mio and funded by the European project Mudar. From an idea by Emanuele Lapiana and Gianluca Taraborelli. Narrated by Dylan Ayres. The voice of Tina is by Joana Ferreira Martins. Written by Gianluca Taraborelli. The soundscapes are by Emanuele and Tommaso Lapiana. Mixing and post-production are by Alessandro Beso. The illustration is by Federico Tramonte. Proofreading and coordination by Sandra Endrizzi, Paolo Ghisu, and Diletta Carloni. The original soundtrack and direction are by Emanuele Lapiana. Recorded by Joey Tassello at Air Studio. Special thanks go to all the staff of the CCI in Trento: Cristina Viola, Alcidio Matavel Pires, Vincente Cossa, Jenny Capuano, Nene Mulchande Jr., Amarildo Ajasse, Fernando Francisco Nyametukwa, and the CAM in Beira, who assisted us in the production in Mozambique and Italy. To learn more about the Mudar project, follow at Mudar Beira on Instagram and Facebook, or visit www.mudarbeira.org. Kill Me Now is available in Italian, Portuguese, and English. If you liked it, tell someone.